So in my previous video, I kind of glossed over the products. And I said this is what I'd be using. I didn't give any explanation on what it does. I'm not an expert, so I'm just a residential guy and a DIYer sometimes. So lime raises your pH slowly. You could put that down over time. And in order to determine if your pH needs to go up or down, you should probably get a soil test. So lime is tried and true. I think a lot of people use it. Carbon Pro G, on the other hand, is not so common. Like I said, I think this benefits newer lawns, in newer construction specifically, because soil profiles are very immature. They're kind of just getting started. And I think that this helps that soil break down the nutrients and make those nutrients a little bit more available to the plant once the plant gets going. This contains dry versions of humic acid, compost, and biochar, and it goes down at a rate of about 5 pounds per thousand, all the way up to 10 pounds per thousand, depending on how much you want to use. I'm actively mulching my leaves into the lawn, and I'm adding compost. So I go down at a rate of 5 pounds per thousand. That's pretty much it. This stuff is about $30 a bag. So therefore, a lot of folks will say you don't get a lot of bang for your buck when you break it down. But at the low end, I think you do. If you have a larger lawn, maybe anything over an acre, it could probably get a little expensive. But again, this is something you don't have to put down all the time. You can put it down a couple times a season, and I think you'll be good. This is the biochar in the spreader. This is how it looks. It's got bigger granules, as you can see, but it's also, you can kind of see the compost, the finer kind of dirt-like compost. So when it comes out, it does kind of come out a little dusty, similar to peat moss. I use a spreader setting of 9. I start off at 9, and then I'll bump it up if I need to. On the bag, it has the spreader settings for the Lesco spreaders, but I use a Scott's Elite. So again, I just kind of start off at a lower setting and then work my way up. This stuff doesn't burn your lawn, but you don't want to waste a whole bunch of product either. So I always say just take a test pass in a small area and then make the adjustments on, depending on what kind of spreader you're using, whether it be Scott's or I got an Earthway in there as well. That spreader setting's a little different. I think that might be a little more similar to the Lesco spreader. So that's it. And I also kind of give it a good like stir around once I put it in the spreader, because as you can see, it was a little clumpy. And again, this stuff does come out kind of dusty, so should be good to go. Kind of like lime. It's almost the same consistency as the lime. So there you go.